Okay, so apologies for the noise of my laptop, but I'm currently ripping and converting some Blu-rays to MP4, but this is something I've been meaning to talk about for a month. So, yeah, I technically didn't really unbox this because it was wrapped in bubble wrap, but this is my new LG 55B9 OLED TV. Now, for those who don't know about, screen technologies and stuff like that, OLED stands for Organic Light Emitting Diode. And basically what that means is that the pixels basically light themselves. So there's no need for backlight, so you get much more vivid and rich colours. And obviously, this is a 4K TV, supports HDR10 and Dolby Vision. And what I do like about this LG TV is that you can select on the fly, like so, literally what you want the audio to be outputted via. So at the moment, since I'm sitting in my brand new chair, which I've also got, which was £85 for my room, it's really nice. What I really like about this one, compared to the old one, is we'll pull this out. It's got a footrest that pulls out. It also has a built-in vibrating massager where the chair literally vibrates. It was an extra £5 for that function, so I thought, yeah, why not? But basically, since I've got multiple audio outputs, I can switch it from the soundbar, but say if I'm on my bed here, you can see here I've got an auxiliary cable there which goes up to my hi-fi there, my bookshelf hi-fi. So yeah, that's basically it. But there's a story behind how I got this TV. And basically I was in the market for a new TV, and I wanted this one, the LG B9 OLED, which is the 2019 model, which is now discontinued. Now it only got discontinued last month in August, or it might have been just before, because they've just released in late August the new 2020 model, which is basically identical to this. Literally, I took a look at the specs. It uses the exact same screen as this one, so yeah, no real reason to do that. But basically, I was looking and I saw it in Phoenix, and basically when I found out that John Lewis, which is where I was originally going to get it from, had sold out, I rang up Phoenix and they said, oh, we've only got the display model, which is this one. And they said, but, since it's the display model, we'll give you 10% off the price. So it came down, so with the 10% off of the shop floor model that this one is, it came down to £926.10, which is a hell of a bargain for this, because its retail price is actually £1,300, so that was actually a really good deal. Everywhere else was selling it for £1,100, and that was like on clearance, so yeah, I got this a bit cheaper. And I still get a 5-year warranty with it, so basically if anything ever goes wrong, if there's screen burn or anything, that's actually all covered, and that was free of charge, free delivery as well. The only thing is, obviously, I think it was a display model that had been there for about a year. There was no box for it, it just came in bubble wrap. But actually, I preferred that because it meant the stand was already pre-installed, so it meant that it was easier to put on, because this is actually quite heavy, actually heavier than I thought, because on the same day this TV came, my family downstairs got a new TV in the living room that was 50-inch, this one's 55, but this one weighs significantly more. I mean, it's made of higher quality materials. This is basically, this is a high-end television. Not the highest end thing, nowhere near that, but like kind of bottom of the high end, I would say. Because technically, if I was to pay the full price, it would be over £1,000. So yeah, but I do have to thank my grandparents who bought this as a Christmas present. I also put money towards it, obviously, as well. But yeah, very happy to have this. And something I quite like, actually, is the magic remote. Which, there you go. And the magic remote, actually, I thought I would disable the magic remote abilities where you can wave it around and have a cursor on the screen. But actually, I ended up leaving it on because it actually was pretty useful, and I was thinking of getting a Chromecast Ultra for 4K capabilities. However, turns out the TV's processor and that basically has enough oomph in it, so yeah, basically the smart abilities and it's, you know, streaming and everything, it's essentially just seamless. So yeah, basically got no complaints, and this TV I will have for at least the next 5 years, probably longer. And you know, I've got my chair to go along with it. So yeah, and I did want a new chair. Interestingly, since this chair actually, since this chair has the footrest, it actually, at its minimum height, is actually perfect for me at its minimum height, because it's actually a bit higher up than a normal chair would be, because it sort of accommodates the footrest underneath. So yeah, I was meaning to do a video about this for ages, but finally did. And also the soundbar, you might notice, I can't remember if I filmed this or not, but I installed these brackets, and these are two L brackets joined together with a screw that just hold the soundbar, because the soundbar would no longer fit on there. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, hopefully this is all in shot, but basically, where the fuck are they actually? Where the fuck are the things I bought? This is a great unboxing. I have lost the thing that I was going to be unboxing. Where the hell did I put it? Oh no. Oh no. Be back in a minute. And here we are. It was under my chair. Good thinking ahead. Anyway, so you might remember recently I got a new pair of another pair of earphones. Unfortunately, I can't use them at the minute because I've got a spot inside my ear. Nice mental image for all of you. So I picked up some wireless headphones. These are some Goji wireless headphones. I've had Goji earphones before. In fact, I think I've had a pair of Goji headphones before that I reviewed on my other channel. But yeah, these were on sale at Curry's. They were £25, which, you know, for on sale on that's not a bad deal, to be honest. So I'm quite happy to pay that. Now, one of the things is also that these are also Bluetooth, so that is good, because generally they'll be my walking the dog headphones for the most part. When I'm walking about, wired headphones or earphones don't really bother me, but when walking the dog, wireless is generally better. So let's open it up. Come on, get the knife. There we go. There we go. Okay. Always remember to put the safety back on the knife, because knives are really fucking sharp. But yeah, I didn't actually have a look at the battery life for this, actually. Okay, up to 8 hours of battery. So, not great for headphones, because normally headphones, I'd normally expect at least, you know, 10-15 hours at least, but 8 is like the minimum for battery life for me. Really, I would prefer, you know, because like my Sony earphones, they get 15 hours of battery, or up to, I should say. But the good thing about these is that if you want to, you see here, you can also use them as, like, you know, wired headphones as well. They also have the inline remote on there as well, so you can use them as that. They charge via micro USB. These are pretty light, actually, very, very lightweight. And do they collapse? No, they just kind of fold out that way, so yeah, they don't fold in. We've got controls on here, so I'll be, playing pause, skip, forward and back, volume up and down. Which is left and which is right? Okay, that one's right, that one's left. To be fair to them, they are pretty comfortable, though they're not as noise isolating as the other ones, but we'll see. But to be honest, not bad, not bad. So if I grab my tablet, here we go. So if I grab my tablet here, we should. Oh, I accidentally started playing The Simpsons. If I turn them on, hopefully they'll have a bit of battery in them. And no, it seems like they are completely and utterly dead. So that's helpful. So the battery on them is completely dead. So looks like we're gonna have to plug in a micro USB cable. That's the one thing. Micro USB charging just means I've got another bloody cable. Okay, so yeah, oh, that's the right. Okay, so let's use them in wired mode instead then, because I'm assuming they should probably sound about the same in Bluetooth mode as they do in wired. I mean, it is nice that you can use them wired. And also, my tablet has a bloody headphone jack. Yeah, this is the last Samsung high-end tablet to have one. But let's just play some music. They sound... They actually sound not bad. They sound... they're pretty loud. The only thing is, they do sound a little bit... I don't know, something about them being a bit hollow. I think it's just because the foam pads don't... You don't get a very tight seal around your ear. So they're not going to be very isolating. But for 25 quid, you could do a lot worse, I'd say. You know, that they sound fine. They sound fine. I don't feel like, you know, they sound bad. I mean, they're no Sony XM3s, but... or Bose Quiet Comforts, but, you know, for the money, can't really complain about that. They sound fine. And especially, you know, just for something temporary. So yeah, there we go. And so if you don't like and especially if you don't like headphones that have a tight seal, then I guess that's good for you. So yeah, that's it for this bit. Alright, so I got something off eBay, and unfortunately the packet just had basically just my address on one side and the seller's address on the other, so I'd have to basically, and the put tape on it, so the only way I'll be able to blank it out would be to put more tape on it, which would make it hard opening. So I'll just show you what it was. Yeah, it was another cassette. So it's no ordinary cassette. This is my first metal cassette. What is a metal cassette? Well, basically cassettes come in four different types. Really three, but you've got type 1, which is ferric tape, which is your standard sort of brown tape. It's the most common tape you'll find. In fact, any modern releases of albums or soundtracks or whatever on cassette, they'll be on ferric. Then you've got the type 2 chrome, which is on chrome tape, which is slightly better. actually, well, can be considerably be better. The difference is that chrome has better treble response, ferric has better bass. So depending on what you're listening to, you know, if you want something that has a lot of bass, then maybe go for type 1. But particularly if it's spoken dialogue, type 2 is much better. Type 3 is basically a mixture between the two, where one half will be chrome and the other half of the tape will be ferric, basically ferrochromium. They don't really exist at all. They're very hard to find. Apologies for that, my dog was barking at the door because my mum's come back home. Anyway, so yeah, you got the Type 3, not very common, they were only around in the late 70s, and nowadays they tend to be falling apart. Then you got these, the Type 4, the metal, which is metal tape, and these do sound the best out of them. They're also the most expensive, surprisingly, and not just by a little bit, by a lot. Yeah. For example, metal tape, for a single metal tape now, on eBay or anywhere, you're going to be spending £15–20 per cassette. They are bloody expensive. This one cost me £5 plus £1.30 postage, because, as I said, this one was not in great condition. And taking a look at it, first of all I can see that there is a little tear in it, just there on the leading bit. But once you get past that, yeah, it's not in great condition. Yeah, I'm just trying to show this off, particularly this side. It is a little better than it was before, but this thing does stink of alcohol. So I said, you know, I've used alcohol on it, and that is really fucking obvious. But it was in worse condition when I opened it. But basically what I've been doing is using a cassette player that I don't care about, mainly this one, because it doesn't work properly. If you try rewinding on it, it chews the tape. But I've basically been winding it forward and winding it backwards, basically to try and lubricate the cassette a bit more. And if we get to a point in the middle, that doesn't look that bad actually. That looks, yeah, that looks fine. That's like they said, the last 2 minutes were bad on it, so what I might do is, I was thinking maybe I could splice it out, and I could, because the only problem is this is a Sony Metal XR. The problem with the Sony ones is that they're welded. They are a welded cassette. Basically, there are no screws. There's no way for this to be taken apart, at least not taken apart easily. So there's, in fact, I don't even know if this is the original box for it. This looks, yeah, I know it's not. I was going to say it looks like a TDK box, and I don't know if you can see there, but just there's the TDK logo on it. So this seller just wanted rid of this, but I thought it's the cheapest metal cassette I am probably ever going to find, at least in this day and age. So I thought, well, at least if some of it's good, it'd be nice just for, you know, having a test tape there. Another thing is that if you've got a metal tape, they are much more difficult to record to. You can't just put them in record. For example, this Sony boombox I've got, which I've used for used for making some of my mixtapes, basically because it has an auto level recorder, so I don't have to mess around with recording levels. This can record to record and play ferric. It can play chrome, It can probably record to Chrome as well, although it's not officially listed, but it could probably handle recording to Chrome, though doesn't have the proper levels for doing it, but it could do that. Metal, this would not even be able to play Metal, actually. I am curious though. Let's see if it can give it a go. This is probably not a good idea. Again, this stinks of isopropyl alcohol. Oh, it can play it. It can play it, actually. Yeah. But I don't know if you heard this. It'd probably be difficult for you to hear through a microphone, but something about that just sounded a bit wrong. So yeah. Sometimes they just refuse to play them, but if they do, then essentially they don't play properly, and that will not record for them, basically because you need a higher voltage. I'm trying to explain this as best as I can, but yeah, so I'm just using this to fast forward it to the end. This thing is a piece of shit, honestly. This is basically just when I want to... I only ever use this if I want to test a cassette or fast forward a cassette to the end, and that is it. That's the only thing this is used for now. Yeah, but that, and also a prop. It does make a pretty decent prop for, you know, a cassette player, recorder. And also, yes, I've put tape over the Bush logo, just so whenever I do use it as a prop, it doesn't look like, you know, a product placement with having a massive Bush logo right here, because I have used this as a prop once. Those of you who watch my main channel will actually recognise that, because I did use it. But, you know, I bought this as a test it out. Just have a look at it, and yeah, I do, to be honest, it is slightly in worse condition than I initially was thinking. You know, the said, oh yeah, it's not in great condition, but it's in better and worse condition, I thought. Because to be honest, apart from those first couple of minutes, or minute or so, at the start of side A and the end of side B, this isn't too bad condition. It's not in that bad condition. Though I'll probably never use it for anything other than just testing purposes, if I just want to test something. I might try and get another metal cassette someday, but yeah. For now, I'll be either sticking to the good old ferric, or probably, and I do plan to get some more, chrome tapes. Yeah, I do plan to get some more of those, and actually, if anyone's interested, I might actually do a limited release of Scooby-Doo and the Zombie Island Civil War on chrome tape with Dolby noise reduction, so if anyone's interested in that, let me know. But yeah, that's kind of it for now. Right, okay, so we've got two packages here that I've ripped the dress off, which has also ripped them open a bit. Let's make sure we're in focus. So yes, it's another blank cassette, but it's also, and this time in its original box, thankfully. You know what, let's switch over to manual, shall we? There we go. So this time it's in its original box, and it's another Sony metal cassette. This time 60 minutes. Hooray. And this one is supposed to be in excellent condition. And it doesn't have the alcoholic, isopropyl alcohol smell as the other. And this one, yeah, that one looks completely fine. No problems with that one whatsoever. So this one again I got really cheap. I think I paid the same for this one as I did the other. Again, it's a welded shell, so basically I can't, you can't unscrew it or anything like that. With a lot of these, the only way to open up is to basically chance it by sticking a screwdriver in it, where you might pop it open or you might crack it open. But I think I paid about £6-7 including postage for this, which isn't bad. It's a pretty good price for a metal cassette, because these things can go for about they can sometimes go, actually, the Sony Metal XRs, they can go for 15 quid used. So yeah, I used one of these. Not bad. Yeah, well, that's, the only advantage of a welded shell is they do feel a lot more solid. Essentially, there's no creaks or anything, but I'd much rather have a screwed shell. And speaking of cassettes, I believe these are cassettes. In fact, I can actually see. Notice there's a handle with care, even though this was dropped through my letterbox. Now these are 3 of the same cassettes, the one that I've already looked at before. So, the red one is the wrong way around. So yeah, it's Robbie Williams, The Christmas Present. Now, the red and the green one, I've already looked at before, which I already got, and I only opened the red. I kept the green one sealed. However, this is how sad I am. I wanted to complete the set, so I got the blue one. And the only reason I got these as a set of 3 is basically the blue one seems to be the rarest for some reason. It's not rare as in, oh, you can't find it. It just seems to be, the least common out of them. Generally, the red and the green are the most common you'll find on eBay. And basically, all the blue ones that I found on eBay, because I think you can still order it from the Robbie Williams official website. The only problem is that if you do, it's going to end up costing pretty much tenner with the delivery nearly, if I believe. So yeah, these were a £5 for all 3, bidding plus I think £2.90 postage, or maybe a bit less. So yeah, just to get the blue one. And it does mean, since I've got 2 of the green now, let's open up the green one. And again, the only difference with the blue one, obviously, is the artwork on the front is blue. And obviously the cassette itself is also blue. Hooray. But anyway, let's open up the green one, since I've now got 2 greens and 2 reds, so I can keep the red one sealed and the green one sealed. Will I get another blue one? No. Probably not. It does just mean that I can have one of these albums at home. But anyway, here it is for those who missed it last time. This one is a sealed shell as well. I bet most of you are probably sick of me going through bloody cassettes by now, but whatever. But yeah, this is standard, ferrite tape. See that there? With no Dolby noise reduction whatsoever. And Bring over the old faithful boombox. Right, that'll do. Hopefully that will not get this video copyright striked. Put that back over there. So yeah, so it does feel a little bit cheap around the edge, actually. Just there. But again, though, tracks are exactly the same. There are fair amount of tracks, but over half of them, like side A, Christmas Past, are just Robbie Williams just singing classic Christmas songs. So only 11 of them are new Christmas songs, and I don't really like Christmas songs. So yeah, I just bought these just because, you know, it's modern. It's some modern cassettes. Yeah, that's the only reason why. It's a modern day, modern cassette. So, and Robbie Williams is one of my favourite artists. So, of course, I was gonna get these, and it means also I've got a couple of sealed ones as well. That's nice because I do like to have. Because if you know me, since I am a collector, I like to have at least 2 of everything. One to keep sealed and one to actually open. So yeah, so anyway, yeah, nice to have an extra one of these, and nice to have a metal cassette, even though there's a little bit. I could always replace the box, but yeah, it does seem in fairly good condition. To be honest, I'll probably remove that label essentially, but this will probably be, I'm not sure what I'll put on this. This will probably be a test tape, or don't know. I might put the Don Free Doncaster podcast soundtrack, on there, because this is a 60-minute tape, and so far I think I've got about 42, maybe 45 minutes of music. Actually, you know what? Let me just double check with this. Actually, I'll put them in the background. 1998. Blu-ray drive, you've already ripped what was in you, so you don't need to rip anything else as of yet. Let's have a look. Success Productions, the Don Free Doncaster podcast, soundtrack. Oh, and by the way, if you're curious on what I was ripping, that's what I was ripping. Yeah, so far I've got 21 tracks, and it is 45 minutes and 30 seconds, so maybe a few tracks, and then I'll do a soundtrack release of things. But anyway, that's it for this little bit, and see you whenever I do the next one, because I am expecting more stuff in the post very shortly. Okay, so got a fairly large, heavy box. What are you looking at, Bobby? He's probably after my socks. That's what he normally is. And he's sniffing around over there. Anyway. Okay, it'd be bad, I'll open it this way, wouldn't it? Hopefully this hasn't been damaged. Okay, it's actually a bit smaller than I thought it was going to be. have to probably get a longer cable for this. Anyway, well, to focus. Now, it may look like on first glance a CD player, but it's not. It's actually a cassette player, a component of a Sony mini hi-fi system. Which is why we've got these collapsible feet, like this, so it can operate independently. Basically this one can operate on its own, I believe it should be able to. I didn't actually realise how bloody short the power cable would be. And you might be wondering, oh, this must be imported from Europe. No, it's not. And the reason is because of this connector on the back. And basically you'd have your main amplifier, which would have the UK plug and have a much, you know, presumably longer cable than this, which is about a foot long. And basically each component would daisy chain up like that. Obviously this being a single component, haven't got that, so basically just this. But that's fine. I did read saying somewhere that they said it was working, but the last tape they tried in it before doing it did get chewed. Oh, that is quite nice actually. Have you seen this? Pops out, change the record level, push it in, there you go. So yeah, but basically this thing has auto reverse and all your good nubbles and jovels, as to say. So basically this cost me £15 plus delivery, which if you give me a quick second and I'll check my eBay, but I think the delivery was something like £6. Let's have a look. This actually came really quickly, actually, though. Purchase history. Purchase history, there we go. Alright, so this cost me £23.90, including the delivery cost. So yeah, you might be thinking, why do you need another cassette player? And to be honest, I didn't think I was going to get it at this price. I put the best offering, because it was basically £30 of best offer, and I thought, you know what, I'll be a bit cheeky and put a best offering of £15, expecting them probably not to take it. But they did. And essentially, this is going to be a one that is going to live under my desk, basically, because you know this is quite a nice unit. Actually, it is quite nice. It's got the auto reverse, and it has Dolby B and C. So to be honest, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. And on the back, we've got standard phono RCA in and out. So that's all good and hunky-dory. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to get a plug adapter, plug this in. I wish it did have the standard figure of 8 power connector on the back, but the power cable is just attached, because basically then I'd be able to use it with anything. But yeah, I'm just going to go off and test this out to make sure that it's working. And I'm going to use, let's grab a test tape. Do. So this blank TKD tape, actually you know what, I won't use that one. I'll use this one from Poundland, this one, because of it, because it did say the last tape it's pulled it into the machine, although normally that is sticky pinch rollers in this, and if that is indeed the issue, then that should be a dead easy fix. So yeah, so anyway, let me go off and test everything out. Okay, so the camera is actually sitting on the floor, I've got a speaker connected, although I'm not sure whether the cable I've got actually works, but anyway. So we've got a light. Oh dear. Yeah, it's trying to eject and something is jamming it. Oh dear, so something has clearly damaged it in transport. Maybe fixable, but I'm going to get in contact and see if I can get a refund on this. I'm never my luck with cassette players. Like, unless they're boom boxes, then I'm never my luck with these, unfortunately. So yeah, that's a bit of an irritant, to say the least. Okay, some good news. I actually decided... I literally bashed the side with my hand like that, a bit harder, and the drawer actually finally opened. So yeah, let's actually first of all let's plug this back in. Turn the speaker on. Alright, so now I can get eject, but not eject back in. Okay, this is going to take some more time. Okay, so I found out what the issue was, and there's nothing wrong with the mechanism. Stuck in the back, literally down here, was this DDK 90-minute cassette. So that was nice, that was a free little extra. Now, let's try this again. Okay, so my hand is wobbling like hell. I actually don't know that. Has become very, very desperate. He also explained that when one of his lookouts... So wait. Yeah, it hasn't chewed the tape. Perfectly fine. So that's what the issue was. So as you could hear, it works perfectly. And should work for recording purposes as well, so yay for that. Put the length cap down. Anyway, got a package from Amazon. That was anticlimactic, but yeah, it's Young Dracula Series 2, and this is the US version, and I did pay a pretty penny to get this imported. This was £25. Yeah. Which is annoying because a couple days after I ordered this, because this was literally the only one I could find available, World of Books in the UK actually got one of the American ones, or was it the Australian one? Might have been the Australian one, in for £22, so a couple of pounds cheaper than what I paid for this. Still though, it's basically, this is, I believe it's out of print now, Series 2, but this is basically the best way to watch Series 2. I would have preferred the Australian release because that would mean I could play it in a UK DVD player, no problem. And I don't think it. I think with this it'll be in 480p rather than 576i. But yeah, there we go. This one actually does feel a bit higher quality, but just a note. Film Rise. Yeah, this is done by the same people who did the Blu-ray release of Series 5. And this one looks to be better. Yeah, this one looks a bit higher quality. Although they are still on... Yeah, these are on DVRs. And actually, disc 1 got... There's about half a disc free there. Yeah, basically, obviously, I will be ripping these anyway, regardless. Let's turn the fan boosters off, because we don't need them at the minute. So, let's just put in disc 1. But yeah, basically online you can only find Young Dracula Series 1 and 2 in basically 240p, 360p if you're lucky, and there are a couple of odd episodes out there that are in 480p, because like the odd episode. I just noticed the spine of this looks remarkably similar to the UK Series 1 release. And actually, menu, fucking amazing. So yeah, it is working at least on my laptop. And Make MKV is seeming to read it perfectly fine, so hopefully I can rip all the episodes from this and have at least, you know, a decent enough quality version of these to watch. But yeah, quite a bit of money. And interestingly, there's barcodes on the discs. Why is that? But essentially, yeah, this was available on Amazon US, but you could import it through Amazon UK. Obviously, there's the barcode on the back. But I remember watching Series 2 as it was airing, and if for those who don't know, Series 2 ended with a cliffhanger where you didn't know whether Vlad was dead or not, and Ingrid had taken control, and the Count was trapped in a UV cage. And basically, from then on, I think it was 4. Was it 3 or 4 years? Might have been 4. Might have been just about 4 years. You had to wait for the third series. Yeah, that was basically that. You just have to wait and hope that it would one day come back, and it did. So yeah, Series 2. And I've already got a rip of Series 1, so that's fine. And Series 3 and 4, I found a site where they are available in HD. Because, yeah. Because I did see the DVD of Series 3 on eBay for, I think it would have been about £13–14, which isn't too bad, but still there will be a downscale from the 720p versions that's available online, so yeah. But anyway, that is that, and knick-knack paddywhack. Hooray! Okay, so I've been waiting to do this unboxing actually for a few days, and the reason I've held off on this is because I've been pretty ill recently, and I sounded really nasally, and it really hurt to talk. So, but thankfully I seem to be on the mend. At least today I feel a bit better. Anyway, this came early in the week. This is Cher's EP, If I Could Turn Back Time, and it's the wrong way around. And, ooh. What the hell is this? Is that talcum powder? I think this thing has bloody talcum powder on it. I'm not sure what it is, but I can't. I don't know why I'm sniffing it. I've got a blocked nose. I can't smell anything. But yeah, this cost me. Let me check my eBay, which usually helps. So this here thing cost me £1.50 plus £1.50 in delivery. So if you work it out, that's a total of £2.65. So yeah, for £2.65 it includes turn back time and is that a J? Is that a J or an L? Or is it an L? Is it Loam Guys? Or is it Joan Guys? I don't know. But yeah, decent price for that. Now here's the other vinyl record, and to hand, proper sharper knives. So this is like an XDG one. So they've actually put, that is nice. They've actually put it in a paper sleeve, which, you know, plastic sleeve would be nicer, but this is the actual sleeve, and it's not in great condition. So like I said, this is like an XDG promotional copy, and this is technically the only way I think to get this song. Could be wrong. But this is Move Your Body by Eiffel 65. Let's have a look at it's in pretty decent condition. An XDG, you know, an XDG one can be in various conditions, but what I'll do is I'll actually put it in here. Oh, I can see why. Look at this. This thing is really falling apart. But yeah, happy to have this in the collection. This cost me a bit more, actually, considerably more. Not that much more. It cost me £3.99 postage, £2.79 for the actual thing. So, cost me £6.78, which, you know, it's not bad for a 12-inch single. So yeah, nothing really else to say on that. Move Your Body, to be honest, out of Eiffel 65's Europop album, this is actually not my favourite. Obviously Blue is my favourite, but my second favourite is probably Another Race. And yeah, happy to finally get those in the collection. Oh yeah, I should have also quickly mentioned, because I actually forgot about these, I got some more vinyl sleeves. I got four 12-inch ones, 75p to each and B, but this was a deal. I got 10 7-inch ones from this record shop for 10 for £1.50. And where's my share? There it is. So, because 7-inch ones tend to be in paper sleeves, so they're much more fragile, so I always tend to put them in here. There we go, just like that. Lovely jubbly.